This is a set of text messages from Katherine, between Katherine and Charlie, that she's asking for, she wants to take her kids, I'm sorry. You don't have to look up with plane tickets. I want to leave for Thanksgiving. I want to take my mom. It's her 60th on November 9th. And then he's discussing cruise options. She wants to take a trip with her mom.
Okay, so she wants to leave for Thanksgiving. She wants to take her mom too. It's her 60th birthday. And at the bottom he asks, where do you want to take your mom?
Correct. This is a continuation of the text messages where she says she wants to do something nice for her mom, and she may have days off on Thanksgiving.
Does she offer the fact that maybe I'll rent an RV and drive cross country?
She does.
And then what does Charlie Adelson offer to do about halfway down this page?
To get her a cruise for her and her mom.
And she agrees. I was thinking about a cruise too?
Yes.
And then he discusses, perfect, they have really nice ones, y'all can leave on a Friday, go to 2 ports, come back on a Monday morning, and you won't miss work?
That's correct.
Okay, and this is in October of 2015?
Yes.
And then does he continue to offer in that text messages, I think it would be super cool for you to go with just you and your mom from Friday to Monday on a Norwegian cruise. It leaves Friday at 4, comes back Monday at 7. Does that work for you? Let's look at dates. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
So in that exchange, Magbanua mentioned something she might want to do. Charlie Adelson is the one offering to do this.
Yes.
In this message from May of 2015 is Katherine Magbanua saying she has a lot of things to pay for. She needs a little help because of her kids' tuition and stuff, and she had to stop her weekend job. She says, I hate asking.
That's right.
And he says, I will lend you whatever you need.
That's correct.
And then shortly after this text message exchange on May 20th, what do we see in the bank records?
We see an ATM cash deposit for $1,400 into Katherine Magbanua's account.
And was that a large amount of cash for her to deposit for her?
Yes.
These are some of the bigger items, but was there also, he would give her teeth whitening, he would give her, pay for meal plans for her, offer her rides in fancy cars, or her ability to lend or borrow fancy cars from him throughout these years?
Yes, he had a lot of supportive activity of her.
Looking at these records from Dr. Rudner's office, did Katherine Magbanua have a breast augmentation surgery in October of 2014?
She did.
And looking at this record here, how much was that breast augmentation surgery?
The total credit was $4,608.
Looking at the records, how was that paid? Oh, I'm sorry, let me go back. How was that paid? Was it paid by cash or credit card or both?
$4,400 was in cash, and then the $195 was on her credit card or debit card.
So what was the portion of that breast augmentation surgery that was paid in cash?
96%.
Are there corresponding withdrawals of cash from any of Katherine Magbanua's accounts to
No.
reach $4,400?
No.
Or even $4,000?
No.
Around that time or before that time?
No.
Did you actually add up all her cash withdrawals from January 2014 to October of 2014, and they only totaled a little over $2,000?
That's correct.
And what date was her surgery?
Surgery was looks like it was July. It was October
Of 2014?
2014. October 18th, 2014.
Okay. All right, now I want to focus on Magbanua's bank records. Based on the bank records and employment records that you reviewed, were you able to ascertain where Katherine Magbanua may have worked or what business she received income from her bank records?
I did.
And what do we see here? Can you walk us through this?
So from the summary of the bank records, I was able to show through her deposits, her checks or employment that she had. So this is a schedule of the bank records from 2013 to 2016 showing her employment deposits.
And at the bottom here, do we see the name of each business that she received income from and the dates that she received income from those businesses?
Yes.
All right. Quintana Lopez, we see her at the bottom. Was she a realtor?
She was.
And we see another name, Jerome R. Obed. Was he a dermatologist who was a friend and former roommate of Charlie Adelson?
He is or was.
Okay. And when, according to this, when did she work for Adelson Institute?
The first deposit that hit her account was October 7th, 2014, and the last one was May of 2016.
Okay. And that's when she received checks from Adelson Institute.
That's correct.
What do we have here?
So this shows the horizontal bars show her employment time frame, and then the murder and the bumper also showed on as a time frame.
When was her last check from Sophie Dental Care, the dental company she was working at before the murder?
The first part of July 2014.
Okay, and then she didn't have any more checks or didn't receive any more checks from them after that point?
That's correct.
Is there any record of her being employed anywhere at the time of the murder?
No.
And you said she began receiving checks from Adelson Institute about a little less than 3 months after the murder?
That's correct.
And she received checks from them until the last check was dated in May of 2016?
That's correct.
Did she receive any checks from any other company anytime between the time of the murder and when she received checks from Adelson Institute?
No.
And is Adelson Institute the Adelson family's dental practice?
It is.
Was it a financially successful dental practice?
Yes.
In 2012, did Charlie Adelson become the listed manager of Adelson Institute?
Yes.
And then in 2015, did the articles of organization change from both Charlie and Harvey being listed managers?
Yes.
And what date was that in 2015?
October 2nd, 2015.
Okay. Now, even though Charlie was the manager beginning in 2012 to October of 2015, was Harvey Adelson still employed as a dentist at Adelson Institute?
He was.
And received checks from there?
Yes.
In 2016, in July of 2016, did it change to only Harvey being the listed manager and Charlie being a registered agent?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, throughout all those years, 2012 to 2016, did Donna Adelson have signing authority for the Adelson Institute?
She did.
And what does that mean?
She had the ability to move money without having someone else approve it.
Was there evidence from Charlie Adelson's iCloud in reference to how or why Magbanua began receiving income from Adelson Institute?
Yes, she was saying that she needed to show employment to get not only health insurance for her kid, but an apartment that she wanted to rent.
Okay, so looking at this text, is this a text from June 24th of 2014?
It is.
So this is about maybe 3 to 4 weeks before the murder of Dan Markel?
That's correct.
And in this text, does she say, "Baby, I'm going to need help on the employment info. I have to send to DCF for my kids' INS, INS." Could that be short for insurance?
Insurance.
Also, if I have to end up moving later on, I need to show I'm working for you, or else I won't be able to get an apartment. Does she say that at 12:33 p.m.?
She did.
And what does he say back at 12:36?
No problem.
No prob, short for no problem?
No prob.
Okay. And is this a time when his mother is signing authority there?
That's correct.
And he's manager?
Yes.
And his dad is a dentist there?
Yes.
Now, during this time, was that Charlie Adelson's only form of income? Did he also have income from his other work as a periodontist?
Yes.
Okay. Would he receive income from other dental practices where he would travel around and do specialized work for them?
Yes.
And was that a successful periodontist practice?
Very successful.
I want to ask you about this text message. She says she needs employment to send to DCF for her kids' insurance, or if she moves later on. In order to rent an apartment, do people sometimes have to show proof of employment?
Yes.
In order to get public assistance, health insurance, do people need to show they're employed, but they don't make above a certain amount of money?
That's correct.
Did you review checks from Adelson Institute to Katherine Magbanua?
I did.
And in what accounts did you find those checks?
They were deposited into Katherine Magbanua's, sometimes in her checking, but a couple of times they went into her savings.
Okay, and they were coming out of Adelson Institute's business account with Regions?
Yes.
How many total checks were there from Adelson Institute to Katherine Magbanua?
There was 44 checks.
What do we see here?
This is a list of the checks that she received from the Adelson Institute.
Okay, so this is a summary of the checks.
It is.
Okay, but in evidence, as we kind of went through earlier, all of this will be back there in case the jury wants to see specific things, but 682 is a copy back and front of every check. Here it is, that
Yeah.
Katherine Magbanua received from Adelson Institute.
That's correct.
Okay. All right, so in the summary here, what's included?
So it's the first row, just a number. The second column is a dates, the date that it was posted to her bank account. The second column is a date of the check was written, and the check number, the payment amount, and what was in the memo column.
Were all of these checks deposited by Katherine Magbanua into her account?
They were.
And who were each and every one of these checks signed by?
Donna Adelson was signing the checks.
Okay, are these examples of 3 of the checks in the exhibit?
It is.
Okay, but she signs all 44?
She does.
And you did say that she did have signing authority for the business during those years?
Yes.
In addition to signing these checks from Magbanua, did Donna Adelson also sign all the other checks to the Adelson Institute employees, their front desk people, their hygienists, the dentists,
Yes.
all of the people who work there?
Yes.
Was she the person who did payroll every month?
That's correct.
And looking back at this summary, you mentioned that Harvey Adelson was listed as manager again in October 2nd of 2015. Looking at this chart here, would that be just between number 26 and 27 there? At that point, he would become manager again?
Yes.
Okay, but all throughout the rest of the time he worked there.
Yes.
Okay, so about 3/4 of the second chart we see, Harvey Adelson was manager during that time
That's right.
for all those checks that were written.
That's correct.
And for both of those charts, Donna Adelson had signing authority.
Yes.
Who else had signing authority at Adelson Institute when these 44 checks were written?
There would have been Charlie and Harvey and her.